I'm Tori.
And I'm Leah.
I'm Dana.
And I'm Katie.
And welcome back to the Boys Lie podcast.
A podcast where we talk about the craziest relationship stories you've ever heard, pop culture, and the piping hot tea of our lives.
So buckle up, enjoy the ride, and remember that boys lie. Boys lie.
Boys lie. Boys lie.
Boys lie.
Boys lie, y'all.
Boys lie.
Them boys, they be lying.
Boys lie.
Hey guys.
That just scare you.
I'm like, you can come to our next seance. That's fine.
Boys lie. You guys are witches, so we should.
100%. I mean, I hope we brought some of the coven over today
You did.
to hang out and listen with us. So if anyone is, we're the Disrespectfully podcast, if you don't know.
Yeah, we were just on their show yesterday, and by the time you guys listen to this, it'll be out, and we were pretty raunchy, I would say.
It was a lot. It was aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of proud of it. I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to stick to
Same.
what I
I
said.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Me
So
too.
I thought it was so funny, but then our producer sent us the first V1, and I was like scared to listen, but I think it's hilarious. You and me specifically really tell some things about our childhood. So
what did I say? Oh yeah,
that
the
little
masturbation.
tool, the
Yeah.
masturbation of it all. So
Yeah.
I was like, I posted a thing about it. It was like, I can't wait for everyone to hear this episode, unless you're a parental figure in my life, in which case block me. Like,
Yeah.
please
skip
don't-
it.
Please don't listen to this. But
But also listen.
Also, if
Yeah.
you're
That's how it
afraid
is.
to explore your sheets, like, ask for the link. We shouldn't post the link of what I ordered myself by
Yeah, your
accident on
toy.
Amazon. My
was
toy.
it an accident?
Well, it was intentional until I opened it, and then I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I should have.
You were
just let it-
temporarily blinded.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I think I was scarred. I think it's my new trauma that I opened up that and I was like, maybe I just shouldn't order sex toys when I'm alone.
It's like post-nut clarity, except
Yes.
pre-nut clarity. You're like, what did I just do?
Opening that box would be like an A24 movie.
It
It's legitimately like the star of the new A24 film.
is like an
what the fuck?
You guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, you have to go listen to their podcast episode because it just gets like really wild. And like she said, we told some stories that are probably really embarrassing. My mom does listen to every podcast I go on and every episode. So at this point, I'm just like, it is what it is.
Julie, I'm
Hi,
so
Julie.
sorry.
Yeah.
Julie, don't remember us that way. Don't judge us off that one episode, okay?
Yeah.
It's pretty much how it goes usually. But I mean,
Julie, don't tell my dad.
Now she's gonna be like, oh, no wonder that pink toy was sitting next to her bed the entire time that she was in high school.
oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, her neck was really sore.
Actually, Leah, do you remember when we had these cleaners over when we lived in San Diego for a short period of time, and Leah left one of her toys out, and like once we came back home from work, her toy was like freshly like put on her pillow on her bed.
On my
and I was
bed.
just
They
like-
made my bed. So I actually remember it. And also this sex toy like wasn't even like cool. Like it was one of like my first ones outside of college, and it was like the huge white wand. Like
Yeah.
you know,
You
like
with
the
the
mushroom
thumper.
head.
You with like the fucking big round thumper
No, and
massager.
I remember it was a great one, honestly. But I do remember I was like too lazy in bed that night. I like didn't even like use it, and I fell asleep with it like next to me. And so I forgot the cleaners were coming the next day. So when I get home, my bed, like she said, it's fresh. It's so crisp. Like, my whole bed is just like right on top, and I'm just like, I can't believe they even put it there. I would have just like left it and tucked it into the
Yeah.
sheets.
Support cleaners. I wouldn't have even wanted to touch it. I would have been like, God only knows.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one more horror story that I've actually never even told on our podcast. So
hear
this
it.
is a special edition. Vibrators that just appear when they shouldn't be. I had put mine under my bed,
Uh-huh.
and we had chihuahuas at that time.
Okay.
And my mom had gone in my room to like clean things up because I had an uncle that I hadn't met before was coming to
Oh.
visit. The dogs went out and got it, and so when she had cleaned up my room was now the guest room for him. They came home, and my vibrator was in the middle of the floor.
And the dogs thought it was a toy.
Was it chewed up?
yeah,
Were you devastated?
It was
also?
yes, and it was chewed up. It was ruined, first of all. But and I want to emphasize, it was clean, but they're fucking dogs, and they're like, ooh, new PetSmart. PetSmart sponsor this podcast, and I came in and I went to go get something in my room, and it was on the just on top of the dresser, because I don't think anyone knew what to do. So that was a defining core memory of my life. Oscar, I'm so sorry we just met,
He
but
hears it all.
It's
Anyway.
okay. He's heard
Yeah.
everything.
Katie, anyone
Holy
cleaning up
shit.
your vibrators or what?
Probably. I think at one point when Sandra came, it was the similar thing, like left in the bed and forgotten about. And then, yeah, probably just put like on my nightstand or something. And I'm like,
Yeah.
tight.
I mean, I'm sure they've seen a lot, honestly. So
Have you ever
sorry.
come home and Nick's just chewing them up or what? He stays pretty.
No. No. I mean, it's been getting less action since I've been in a
Yeah.
relationship. So
Yeah,
that's
it
what's
is.
up.
That's a great thing.
Yeah, I can't relate to that currently, but I do know. I remember the
You
feeling.
know, you
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Do you know what I actually wonder? Why do vibrator companies color the vibrator in the colors that they do. Like, why is it like sometimes like neon orange or purple? Like a lot of them that I've picked online like end up being purple randomly.
Well, sometimes it feels like you're fucking Dr. Seuss. It's
Yeah.
like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't really know.
Like, should
in
it be
terms
a
of color scheme?
skin tone? Would it freak you out
don't-
more if it was a
maybe.
skin tone?
From the makers of Game Boy Color, we have this
Like the Pantone
range
colors
of
this year.
rainbow color. I don't know. That's a good question. But you know what? I'm kind of happy for it because if we just only had like black or white to choose from.
Yeah.
Well, my big 3 are all purple for no reason.
I don't know why.
Mine are
It's like
pink.
always the first one that pops up on my Amazon listing or the Lilo. I don't know. Why is purple always first for me? I'm not really sure. I
I'm
feel
a
like
pink girl. Mine are mostly pink. Maybe you just are. Maybe gravitate towards a certain color. Maybe there is a study behind it.
But I don't want to like fuck myself with a purple fucking.
Why didn't
Yeah.
you take it to someone who reads Aura? You know those people who like, take a photo of you, just bring that and put it in the photo and see what they
I
have to
should.
say about it.
I should.
There
and
you
see
go.
what happens.
We
No,
had
truly.
somebody on the podcast who did that for us, by the way. The
Read
picture.
your vibrators.
No.
Oh, did the aura reading?
Did the aura reading with the photo.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
What color was?
Mine was orange and green. Mostly orange. Yours was red.
Yeah, mine was all red.
Yeah, we have pictures of them.
I
We
do
can
have a red
insert
vibrator.
them.
Actually, the one I returned was also red.
Oh yeah, and pink.
What did it say about your aura?
Mine was like, I'm aggressively knowing what I'm going to choose in my life. And I was like, thanks. I think I knew that.
Yeah, mine
you
was.
so much.
I forget what mine was. It was probably like you have bad habits and need to change. Like honestly, but like I would have never expected my aura to be orange because it's like my least favorite color. What would you guys think yours would be?
Mine was orange and yellow,
Oh, it
and I don't
was?
remember what it was, but I had it done in Salem.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. But I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what
I don't remember
colors
the
were.
What do you think
Nice.
yours would be?
I did it at Davy Wayne's before.
Oh my God, no
Remember
way.
that? We were at that thing. Or was that for filming? I don't know. I think it was Kristen's event.
I wasn't at that.
I just remember you everywhere, so it doesn't make sense. I think mine was mostly red, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
I think
Fire
blue
sign,
is
so-
the most rare. Blue and green, I think, are the. Well,
I could be
actually,
making this up, and I have no idea what. I don't remember, but I
Let's go look back.
Yeah, that witch is somewhere with a little Polaroid box, and she's like looking through right now, and
Yeah.
knowing I'm a liar. She's about to expose me. About to call TMZ.
Wow, TBT
I have like
Davy
a whole
Wayne's, though.
printout. It's at home. I should dig it out. But it was like the photo with the colors, and then like an entire like 2-page explanation.
Oh wow, we didn't get that.
Ah, I need to get like my birth chart also read. Those are like the two things I really.
Babs can do it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, she
I
just
need
like
to-
you have to really bug her for it. But I do have a friend that can do that if you guys ever want yours read.
I just had mine read
Oh, you
by
did?
Ali Luber.
Oh, wow.
She,
Oh,
says
yeah.
that she did it. It was very sweet of her. Did it right at the beginning of Leo season because my birthday's the 25th, and so we did it on the 23rd, and
Okay.
I loved what she had to say. So
Wait,
who knows?
I love
Perfect.
that. I love that.
She's good at it, I hear.
Yeah.
So I felt
She
good
is
about it.
she is great at it. She's done mine before as well.
She's so cute. I saw she commented on our the Instagram post from yesterday. I was like, oh,
Leo's like
She's-
lurking in the comments, being like, "Ooh."
yeah, he's commenting.
What was the other comment that we got that you sent in? Oh, someone we looked like the
Allie and AJ.
yeah.
I was
Oh,
dying.
wait.
Yeah, someone commented. Like when I first saw this, I thought this was Allie and AJ. I'm like, okay.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Disney's
Awesome.
like rounding back up. I saw the Hannah Montana's coming back too. Like Miley Cyrus is doing like a bring back to Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I saw that was like a
that.
very like cryptic video, just like the wig.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
If,
mean?
Wait, I have
I
to
didn't see
say,
that.
I did see something on our close friends, or like one of our friends' close friends' story.
was it a fan?
She
that
said it was
made
a fan who made it, so it's not real.
No, but she is doing something.
I gave me chills because it was just the wig, and then it was like very faintly in the background. You hear, "You get the best of both worlds."
Wow, you did that really well.
You're a pretty good singer.
You like very much so like set the setting there.
That was really
But it was-
good.
it's like hauntingly beautiful, and I guess it means nothing, so that's cool.
I like miss that era of Disney,
Me
like with
too.
the whole
Mhm.
wand whipping it out, and like Lizzie McGuire, the Demi Lovato thing. I think I like didn't fully jump on that train, but
Me
I
neither.
loved seeing her with the Jonas Brothers.
Right
Yeah.
when like Wizards of Waverly Place and like that all entered the scene is kind of when I left.
Yeah, I
like,
dipped. Also.
Yeah.
Post Hannah Montana, post Liz McGuire, post maybe Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Loved Sweet Life.
I liked
Yeah.
Even Steven. Do you guys remember that one?
Oh,
They
hell
had
yeah.
a movie that was
Do you remember
so
that
good.
one? Are you kidding? Now I'm like, Shia LaBeouf's a
I
piece of shit, but goddamn, did I love me
Yeah,
some
it
Even
was
Steven.
so good. I don't know if this was a movie, but remember the one with the smart house?
Yeah, it was.
It was called
Smart
Smart
House.
House.
Was that a show?
That was a movie.
No, it was a movie.
I auditioned for that movie.
You did?
I did.
Oh
you
my
guys.
You should
God.
have gotten it.
I
That's, like,
auditioned for
really
a couple Disney movies because they made them all in Utah. And then, you know what? I probably would have auditioned for a High School Musical if I wasn't didn't already move away.
Because can you imagine? You could be Vanessa on High School Musical easily.
The
I feel
Loa.
like.
Well, we just heard her sing. Do you guys know that she's at the beginning of what's that fucking movie that I love? You're at the beginning of it.
Oh,
in it.
he's just not that into you.
He's just not that into you. Do you know she's in the opening scene?
No. Wait, what other?
What?
Wait,
If
hold
you
on.
blink, you might miss it.
Oh
No. So
We
you
need
know
to
what? It's
watch.
like the montage of like, the little girl comes up crying to the mom on the playground. She goes, he said something about me. She goes, the thing is, that just means he likes you. And then it goes through a montage of like women lying to themselves and their friends about like why a guy like is acting the way he is, and the whole point of it is just like he's just not that into you. So there's another part in that where girl's at the bar and she's crying, and another friend is looking at her. She goes, you know what? You're just too good for him. It's da 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 da. And I'm standing on the other side of her and nodding my head. I'm like,
I'm clocking
It was
it.
great.
I'm literally watching it to clock it.
And that's so boys lie coded too.
Like
Yeah.
her face was doing a lot of acting. She's like,
oh yeah, I was putting it in. Well, first of all, it was just background work, and then I had no friends on set that day, so I became friends with the assistant director.
obsessed.
Pro tip.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they came into placing all the extras, he's like, come with me. And so I follow him up, and then all of a sudden the camera's right there, and he gave me my direction.
Wait, that's sick.
And
This
then
is insane.
I was ready. I tried to get some dialogue in there just because I knew that if you did say something and end up using it, you get paid more.
Oh,
But
how
I
much
only got
more?
a slight bump because I was featured.
I can like see you being in movies.
Yeah.
Actually.
Wait, what else have you been in?
Wait,
Wait, this is such
I
a
don't
fun
know.
fact. I had no idea.
I did a lot of background work when I first moved to LA. For like TV shows, there was like Boston Legal and Numbers and NCIS, like all those types of shows. They were like
Wow.
easy days and like whatever.
But I can see
What?
in like something like the funny scary movies like Scream or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I would
Like,
love it.
I could
Do
totally
you know
see you.
what I
throwing
really,
down in
really,
there.
really want to do is be in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
I could see that for you.
I just want like
Manifest
cheesy and corny, fluffy stuff. I
I
did the
love
drama
that.
for.
she's very passionate about them. She consumes them not in an ironic way either. She like actually enjoys them.
I
so
have like a list of like the best ones.
you
if
want to
ever
be like
want
the angry former accountant who's just home for the holidays to
Yeah.
open a cocoa shop.
it. No,
Oh my
no,
God.
I begrudgingly went home for the holidays. Then I meet the hunky, bachelor who owns like an apple cider. Like
He also welds and like make horseshoes for horses. Really good with he's really fucking good with
who
horses.
they make wooden horse rocking things.
Oh my god.
Good. I could see that for you.
But then I fall in love with the charm
Yes.
of the small town and decide to open up a practice there.
Love
See, I
that.
already wrote it. Hire
It reminds
me.
me of like what's the holiday swap movie with Cameron Diaz where she switches homes with
The
someone?
holiday.
Oh, it's called The Holiday.
That's her entire personality. Damn, that is the second time that has
Yeah, that's
happened in
right,
like
The
10
Holiday.
minutes.
I used to be blonde. I still kind of am, but like it's showing today.
I actually am obsessed with your hair color.
Thank
I was
you.
staring at you in a non-creepy way while we
It's
were
like a
recording. It's like, damn, I really
style.
love, it's super beautiful.
Shout out Chris George.
Kevin also said something about it to me yesterday. He's like, Tori looks good. Did she change her hair color? I'm like, yes, she sure did.
I did. I kind of change it once a week, you guys.
Yeah.
It's like a thing that I've been doing lately.
That's
You're
okay.
so lucky.
I feel like
wish
it's
I
good
could.
to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just unlocked new characters.
She did the big one.
I was gonna say you used to be blonde, right?
It's
Yeah.
like the best.
I love it.
I like this a lot. I'm obsessed with this.
I
too.
don't think I'm going back to blonde. Who knows? Check me in 5 years. But
No.
I was like, all blondes go through this.
Yeah.
You can never be blonde enough. Like I had blonde blindness, so I was like white blonde for years and years
Yeah.
and years, and then I completely ruined my hair and was like, my sister told me when I was little my natural hair color was ugly, so I
Aw.
went blonde.
Oh.
And then don't worry, she never listens to my actual podcast, so I doubt she'll listen to a guest spot. But yeah, I like it was like really fun to be something completely different.
I love that it was
Yeah.
inspired by childhood trauma too.
Absolutely, as most things are with me,
Oh, perfect.
It's a theme. No, I wish I could dye my hair brown. I just don't think I'd look good.
I didn't either, but I feel like you have to find I went with like a
do my
warm
eyebrows.
tone, and it
I like
my roots. I'm a
you.
natural brunette.
I like you blonde. I don't know.
I just did it blonder. I like went through a phase where I had my roots growing out. I look back, I'm like, ew, I don't know. I just I never know what I want to
I've
do,
gone
but
like
it's
the
too much.
platinum. Like I've taken it too far too, and I had to come back down to earth real quick.
I low-key feel like you could pull off platinum.
Oh.
I kind of think you could.
My hair grows
Did you
so
see season 2
fast.
of Vanderpump Rules?
Yeah, I wanted to do a blonde moment, and then I got about halfway there and stopped. So it was just like an orange color. But like at the rate my hair grows, the maintenance, I don't like to do a ton of like maintenance upkeep. That's
Yeah.
why if there's anything like doing my own press on nails, I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
go to a nail salon. I don't want to get my like I don't want to be in a salon.
Yeah, I fucking hate sitting in the chair.
I hate sitting in the
Hate
chair.
anyone who's been platinum blonde. It was like I was going every 6 to 8 weeks to get my roots. It's so much maintenance, and now this is once every 3 months. Which is so nice.
The chair sucks. I feel like I think my darkest thoughts when I'm getting my nails done and like hair done. I like get in my brain and I just think terrible
if it
things.
exceeds an hour and 15 minutes,
I'm out of there.
So triggered.
Nails or hair?
Both.
Hair, no matter what, I'm usually over an hour.
Mine are
That's
4 to 5 hour appointments. So
your
it's only
hair?
3 to 4 months, but it's you know.
Yeah.
I also
or
never
3
feel
months.
uglier than when I'm sitting in a hair
why
salon
is
chair.
that?
That's
such
so
a universal
true,
experience.
I like turn into like my lizard self.
I was
for
gonna.
some
Have you
reason.
seen that meme? It's like an iguana with a like hair cape on. It's
Yes.
like literally how you look.
Yes.
It's so crazy.
Why is it? Is it the lighting or something? Or are we just actually that ugly? I don't know.
It's a good
I don't know.
question.
I
think
just
it's the
also
lighting.
probably it's probably because I go with like no makeup on.
Yeah.
It's
And then I
it's like
just-
that. It's the fit. It's you look like a Victorian child.
Yeah.
Literally, like
Yeah.
the garb of this cape that's up to here. Your hair is wet.
Yeah.
Probably don't have makeup on.
And then I'm like questioning. I'm like, should I have really done what I just did? Like my hair's already done, like wet. I don't know. I hate it.
I'd be the person though to like go into the salon one day and just be like, I'm gonna cut it as short as Katie's, like randomly, and
I
then
wish
walk
I
around town
could.
and be like, hey guys, and everyone's like, what is wrong with you?
Listen, I have not looked back since I cut my hair.
No,
I
I'm
love
you
it.
are like the blueprint to this haircut.
yes.
Because I had very, very long hair for a really long time, and I don't know what I was doing. It was really pretty, but like, man, the wash days were
No, there are
Terrible,
very few
yeah.
people that can like pull off this look, and you pull it
You
off.
put it perfectly.
That's what I was gonna say. You're lucky that you look so good
Yes.
with it, but
I could never.
I could never.
No,
No,
because
I
my hair is too
never.
wavy. I would look crazy.
I'd look like Chucky.
But I
waking
like
up in
I
the
like that
morning.
your hair has that texture to it because my hair just is like coarse and straight. Just
I
like
would
it's
trade hair with you
poofy.
any day. Trust
Yeah,
me.
please. It's the
Okay.
thickest,
My hair's
strongest hair.
fake.
She has
Yeah.
80% more hair than the normal human
I know.
head. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
I have the bottom of it cut short, like it's like shaved almost.
I love
Just
it.
to,
I mean,
like,
you're
take
so lucky.
I
the
should
weight
do
off.
that too.
Yeah, fuck you guys. If I shaved half
I
my
have extension. Me and my extensions are like.
I know. I'm like 80%
listening
of this
right
is fake.
Yeah.
like literally.
Mine's also all real, but
It's
like,
okay. My leg hair grows back by 5 p.m. too, so there's that.
do you laser?
I've been meaning to laser my legs for years now because I've lasered everything else, and
Yeah.
it's been just life changing. So this winter we've made a promise to each other, told each
go?
other accountable to go get my legs lasered. Only from the knee down.
Sun, you know, when you're lasering, you have to be careful with the
Yeah.
sun, and it's not an issue. And it's like your pussy and your underarms.
Yeah.
Really, you just put.
They don't really
sunscreen.
see that
Yeah.
much sun.
But then, yeah, your legs, you got to do it in the winter.
When you're blonde, they can't really laser you because it goes down to like the root of. So like, see, I haven't shaved my arms in a little bit, but I have a lot of hair on my arms, so I can't laser like anything. And I tried one time to do my downstairs, it just didn't work
I
out
would
for
do
me.
my underarms
I need to
for
do like
sure.
the sugar situation. Just
Yeah,
wax on,
I
wax
laser.
off.
Oh, if only it were that simple. Have you ever done it?
Yeah,
I've
in
never
college I
done
did
that.
it. In college I did it with the
Painful.
strips, and it was like nuts.
I heard people like it when they do the butt part though.
Oh yeah, your butt feels like a boiled egg. It's awesome.
You should be the leader of this country. What are you talking about? Any woman that can wax her own pussy? Yours that
I could never
I
wax
couldn't.
my
I
own
could get it
self.
on, but I couldn't get it on. I would have to have someone like
A
my
friend.
fucking cat. Like, dude, she doesn't have opposable thumbs. That's like a thing you can't do by yourself. That is so crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like not. It's obviously not fun, and it's kind of like tweezing. You're just like, oh, I don't know. I don't like this.
Wow, good for
Yeah.
you. Learned so much
But yeah,
about
the
you two in the last
strength
few
is
days.
real.
I know. We really like share
These are
too
very
much,
personal.
honestly.
Dude, I love it.
We
All
need
right.
to zip it.
Speaking of sharing, let's share stories. If you guys have a story you'd like to share on the Boys Lie podcast, please share via boyslieofficial.com. And if your story gets chosen to be on this podcast, you win a free sweatsuit.
I like that incentive. We don't
Yeah.
offer
Our listeners,
anything.
we don't offer them shit. So I'm sorry if you guys are here from disrespectfully and you're like, "Where's our goddamn sweatsuit?" I'm sorry, we don't have sweatsuits. But
You guys
we'll
should
work
offer
on
them
it.
t-shirts, like the t-shirt you
your
wore on-
merch. I love that shirt you're wearing.
But also, we read a lot of stories, so that would get expensive really quick. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
It does.
We love you,
it
but
does get a little pricey.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys' stories are crazy too.
Dana,
we have the
Dana will
best.
give you a cigarette if she ever sees you in public.
unless it's a blueberry camel crush, which get the fuck away from me because those are precious, and I get them shipped in. But
Yeah.
All right, Katie, do you
Okay.
want to start?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
This is from a person. This is a very real and honestly kind of crazy story from last year. It happened during my second year of university. At the time, I was studying abroad in Rome, and just for fun, I changed my Hinge location to London, like totally as a joke. But then I actually matched with this guy. Oh,
God.
Dana and I
That
did
sounds
this.
familiar.
He was in his mid-20s, I was 20, and he literally flew to Rome to take me on a date. I know, insane. And the date, it was perfect. Dinner in Rome, clubbing, hopping around to bars. The night was so fun.
My dream date.
Yeah.
Literally, what the hell? We got along super well and ended up deciding to be travel buddies for the rest of the year. That's
That's
crazy.
a lot. Yeah,
That's
but
fast.
Good for you.
Yeah. We met up in Florence, then Paris. In between those trips, we were calling every day, constantly texting. He kept talking about the future, even though I was American and he was British. And honestly, I was just so into the whole idea. This older, attractive guy was flying around to see me, paying for stuff, and on paper, he was everything I thought I wanted. But of course, I eventually wanted to see his city. I'd never been to London, and we planned a weekend for me to visit. We split the cost of an Airbnb, which I offered to do, and I was genuinely so excited. First of all, this is
I feel like he
Yeah.
should take
If he lives
initiative
there,
too. And
yeah.
if he lives there, why aren't you invited over?
correct.
Because he's married with
I
children.
think
guess
we're
we
about
gotta-
to
I think
find
we're about to
out.
find out.
Oh no.
He wasn't replying to my text. I took the tube by myself, dragging my bags through London to get to the Airbnb. Still nothing from him. When he finally did respond, he said the place was like 30 minutes away on the tube from where he lived and that he might be busy that weekend.
Wait, what?
Oh, I would
So now
flip
you're-
the fuck out. Like, I'd be so pissed.
This man meets you in Florence and France, and he can't meet you at the Airbnb that you guys both got together.
Exactly.
You might be busy. Well, I might be. This is a skin of a killer, Bella. So I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. You might be catching hands. Like, what? He literally helped book this place with me. And now suddenly he can't be bothered to show up. I felt so stupid because of course this would happen to me. I was in a new city and a new country completely alone. It was honestly kind of scary. And I just remember sitting in a little cafe, totally in my feelings, thinking about that scene from Sex and the City when Carrie's alone with her cigarette, looking absolutely miserable. That was me. You'll never look sad or miserable
I
with a
could
cigarette
personally
in hand.
never look miserable with a cigarette, but
Yeah.
I get what this person
You
is
should
trying
have
to say.
some wine, your
I get-
stove outside,
Yeah.
enjoyed London, watched the
Yeah.
streets, judge people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, out of all like the foreign countries to be in, or like anywhere, like London's probably the best place
London's
to
so
be
much
because
fun.
it's like they speak English there.
We
It's
and
like
I
New
almost
York.
got kidnapped there one time.
Yeah, we'll tell
okay,
that story
well,
after.
Okay, we'll get into that.
After that, he was texting me all weekend asking him to keep him updated on all the activities I was doing in London and that he felt so bad he couldn't be there. I was like, actually, bye. I was too pissed. Literally, what was his issue? Even after I went home, he asked to plan more trips with me. I was so done. We stopped talking for like a week after that. Literally unforgivable behavior. I tried to make the most of this trip, but being a girl alone in a city where you thought you'd be meeting someone, it just sucked. And I've thought about it a lot since. Like, was he never just that into me? Did he have a girlfriend back home? Was I just a holiday romance and didn't know it? So my question is, how are we supposed to know? How can you actually tell if a guy is serious or if he's just into the vibe for a holiday? Because I never want to end up in that situation again.
Oh my God, do some research. Literally give his account to like your bestie and let her do some deep diving.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, you said it right there. He had no problem catching flights to come see you to visit these other places, but the minute you're in his city,
Yeah.
he's ghost. And also like not even letting you know ahead of time. Like,
Yeah,
that's giving he has a girlfriend
I
that he
agree.
lives with.
Or a wife. I think you guys like
Either one.
one or the other. Someone lives with him that he doesn't want to share that information with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that sometimes we look for closure, but oftentimes people won't give us that. And sometimes how people are acting, how they show up, or a non-response is a response.
Mm-hmm.
So it honestly doesn't matter why he was behaving this way. He was behaving like an animal. And unfortunately, he did this after you had gotten there, so you couldn't really tell. But if
Yeah.
someone starts, you're on holiday with them, you're having a great time, everything seems amazing, and then even if like their communication changes or whatever before you guys have something else planned, like my alert would be going up a little bit.
Yeah.
And be like, but yeah, that guy had a partner. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm also
Unfortunately.
happy you didn't like hit him back and we're like, yeah, let me meet up with you now again somewhere else. Because a lot of girls, including like myself, have fallen for the hill of being like, oh, maybe it was just one time that he was like this and then like gone back to that person. So
Yeah.
I'm happy you didn't go back.
I feel bad for her though, because she was like asking Dan, like, how do you know if a guy's like into you or not into you? And it's like hard because like in the beginning, from what you were saying, like it sounds like he was. It
Yeah.
seems very much so like he
Well,
was.
if he's
Like,
also hitting you to
taking
like
trips.
make up for it.
Right, and like
somehow.
let's come to my hometown, like let's split an Airbnb, and then you get there and go. So like it's very confusing, and unfortunately you were kind of put through like this like roller coaster of like love bombing, it sounds. But clearly I think what happened was like maybe he had a girlfriend that lived in London and maybe she's supposed to go away for the weekend or something, and then she stayed home and he had like no choice but to ghost her.
Also, always have a backup plan. Like if you're traveling to a country and like, or a new place, new city, and like, you know, you're meeting up with friends, just kind of create a list for yourself. Even go on TikTok or Instagram or something. Be like, what can I do instead of these things? God forbid something happens. At least you can venture out on your own and like still feel comfortable.
Also, I want to be really clear. You didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Yeah.
So this is, some people are just assholes. And I couldn't tell you what episode or whatever because I mostly saw clips of it online, but I'm pretty sure Alex Cooper has a solo episode of her podcast, and it was within maybe the last 2 years where she told a story back in the day where she went to meet someone in Paris and I couldn't tell you what the details were, but it was some type of horror show, and I think it had to do with this of like the ghosting, the jerking around, and he was horrible. So maybe
and she
go
got an
find
STD out of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got an STI also. So go listen to that and feel like you're in good company.
We all go through this, I think. Yeah, I know. I went to visit a guy. Well, we both met up at a place, and he was totally weird and strange the whole time. I couldn't understand. I'm like, why did we
why did we do this in the first place?
Because
that's the worst feeling,
especially when they put in so much time and effort prior to. Like, you are easily blindsided by that. But
and then you're stuck.
I feel like you get so homesick.
Idiot.
Men are idiots. That's honestly the bottom line. And I doubt that you'll ever put yourself through this again. It's a learning lesson, and you'll find somebody that actually doesn't have a girlfriend and wants to be with you.
Do you guys believe in closure? I personally don't. That's not my
I think
thing.
it's something you give yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if people are shitty to you, they're often not going to give you the ending in a bow that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that has been one of the most valuable things for me in my 30s is learning, give it to yourself, just move on. It doesn't matter why someone mistreats you, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So and it sucks. It would be great if everyone could meet the moment and give you the conversation you deserve, but especially if it's a man. Ugh,
Yeah.
probably not.
And I
happen.
think sometimes we think that closure does look a certain way, but it can just be you reach a point and you give yourself sort of that timeline of like, I'm gotta go see this through, and then whatever the outcome is, that's gonna tell me whatever it is.
It's hard because like I wish I could say the same, but like for me, I had one experience with a guy who I really, really, really liked who didn't give me closure, and like it was like it took me the longest to get over him, even though it was such a quick situationship, like versus like a boyfriend I dated for like 4 years. I knew he had a girlfriend and that's what happened, and he was lying to me about it. But like for me, just because like I thought that we were planning like visit each other at school, and like we had all these like plans, and like we would text all the time, and then like there was one slip up that he had, but I just like never got the closure, and it really was hard for me. I'm just like a person that I need answers and I can't help it, and I wish I could be like more.
He was the worst though. This guy literally. Do you want to tell the story of what happened?
Yeah, we had like a whirlwind like summer romance, and like we were from the same hometown, and it was in college, so like we both went to separate schools, but
it was a hot and heavy summer. Like they're saying "I love you" to each other by the end of the summer.
It was like we were obsessed with each other.
It was a crazy summer in general.
And I really, really, really liked this guy, and he went to a different school. I went to Boulder, and we were planning to meet up with each other and like visit each other. And then one day, like he sent me a screenshot of our like text message conversation being like, Lee, like this is so cute. I love it when you say stuff to me like this. And my name on his phone was William. And he didn't. He didn't. He was so. We were drunk. Like I was drunk at a tailgate at Boulder. He was drunk at a tailgate in Michigan, and he must have just like not realized that like my name. He was like sending me a screenshot of our conversation that my name was William.
It was bad. I was also wasted at ASU
I called
at a
Tori.
tailgate when she called me.
Like,
and I was like, "What am I supposed to do?"
Like my name on his phone is William. Like what the fuck? And I texted him back being like, "Why the fuck is my name William?" And he like completely like basically ghosted me.
And
like
then he made it your fault. Like when we'd hang out with the guy friend group in public, he'd
be mean to me.
Yeah, he'd be so mean to her for no reason.
It was traumatizing.
You should just have everyone like call you William around him.
I haven't seen him in years.
I saw a video on TikTok of a girl who grabbed her fiance's phone and locked herself in the car because Pizza Hut was FaceTiming him. And she's like, why the fuck is Pizza Hut FaceTiming you?
Oh, I hope she answered. I hope she answered and really found out who it was.
I love when you see them like losing their minds. I also saw another one of I think it was another fiance had his phone locked the car and he broke the back of her windshield,
to get his phone back
to get inside. And I'm like,
That
this
enough
person.
proof.
Yeah.
Anyone you feel like you need to lock yourself in a room, you should go actually check yourself into a padded room and like reflect on your choices because this is not it. We need to not be dating people or marrying
Like the
people
fact that
that we have to
break open the back
It just
window
proves
to
he
get
cheated
your
on
phone.
you.
Yeah, it just proves everything. Like
Oh God. Yeah, those times. But I really wanted closure and I didn't get it.
So people realize that they could
Sorry,
just be
William.
they could be single and they wouldn't have to deal with this drama.
Yeah, but I also think that, I mean, he is married now. If that's how he like brought himself into relationships, it's gonna happen again. Like, men don't really change often, so I always say this, it's gonna be a pattern of habit.
Well,
Yeah.
also, since so your audience knows, all of you are boot up, married, in serious relationships. I'm single and 35 and feel really good about that. Like people, I think women automatically settle more when they get into their 30s, but I'm like, I would be fine dying alone. It either has to be an amazing situation for me or I'm good.
Yeah.
And like that comes with getting comfortable with yourself
For
and not putting up
sure.
with this shit.
100%. I mean, honestly, like I bet you're probably having like a blast too. I bet you the sex is amazing.
My life is great.
Yeah.
So the only way that it would change is if something had significantly improved it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
That's so fair.
We talked about it yesterday. You might meet your soulmate who is 7 years younger.
Well, let's see here. Well, this will come out after I meet that person, so
Yeah.
hopefully you don't listen to this
We'll
podcast
see.
and I seem weird. But
And
anyway.
ladies, if you're interested, just saying.
All right, you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
In college, I dated this atrocious boy, and we worked at the most popular college bar together, so there was always law. I got him the job there as a DJ. Oh, God, DJ.
No.
I already worked there, but the college bar DJ fame quickly inflated his ego, and suddenly he was fucking everybody, unbeknownst to me. I had heard whisperings of it, but my coworkers kept that information on lock, and nobody ever said anything about it to me, even though they knew that they were all seeing it happen. Finally, one day, someone reached out to me and gave me some pretty concrete proof, so I confronted him and he denied it. I confronted the girl. She denied it at first, but eventually came clean, and I was so unwell. I was heartbroken, but all my besties worked there, so I knew everyone had known, so collateral damage. I needed to go into hiding, so I called into work by texting a manager, who at this point is the atrocious man's friend, saying I was sick, which he knew was BS because everyone knew it was happening. Right after I sent the text, I got on Facebook and saw my ex's mom had commented on the girl he cheated on me with's last post, calling her beautiful. Apparently, they were family friends. The timing was impeccable, so I obviously screenshotted it and sent it to my bestie and said something along the lines of, I wish someone would run over me with a car, and waited for her response, except when it never came, I checked again and realized I had sent it to my manager after I had just called in. He never responded, but know that he showed that everyone at work, and I wish I could say that was the end, but in true Vanderpump dupe fashion, I continued to work there and continue to date the atrocious man for a few more years. 10 out of 10, peak embarrassment moment though.
Vanderpump dupe fashion.
Dupe.
I mean, we've all been there. Also, we're saying like this comes from having such a wealth of knowledge. We always say that we're Rhodes scholars at Dumb Bitch U.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, first of all, who hasn't fucked a DJ? Second of all, when you're in college, like, hello, please. And when you're working together in that environment, particularly a bar, I mean, you put up with some weird, freaky shit.
Yeah.
Hospitality is a different beast. Like, retail is in general kind of tough, and we're lucky because we're direct to consumer focused. So like the customer service aspect of it's a little bit, I mean, it's a lot turned down, but like hospitality, that's
Oh yeah.
It seems hard.
People
This
are
is
sick.
This is just an occupational hazard if you are in
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
line of work. And yeah, I've been there too many times.
Have you guys ever accidentally sent a text to the wrong person?
Yep.
We talk
Do you
about
mind
this.
telling the story?
We talk about the sphere all the
No, because we
time.
said, would you rather actually accidentally send like a racy photo to the wrong person or a screenshot of that
yeah.
person's message that you're having with them to
that person.
fuck. I've done both, and it's
Tori,
horrible.
you've done it a lot.
I will, because in my mind I'm thinking of the person's name who I'm talking
Yeah,
shit about,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
just boop, and then I'm
You know
like,
what?
I've been in group chats with her, with the person that she sent it into about that person. I call her, I'm like, Tori, unsend your fucking text. Like, my face got red for her. I was
I'm
like, oh my God,
now
oh my
I
God,
like
oh my
don't
God.
even send screenshots because I'll just be like, I'll show you the receipts.
I'll stop myself because
Yeah.
I'm literally so scared that I'm gonna do that. I'll wait until the person.
I won't
Yeah.
do it because I get so scared now because I am that person who will accidentally send it.
You really are.
No, I did that recently, and it was the first time I'd done it in a long time, and I was sweating.
Was it bad?
bullets. No, it wasn't.
Could you like
I sent
fix
to her.
it?
Mine was bad. Mine was horrible.
Like, sometimes there's times where you could be like, oh yeah, like I just meant to do X, Y, and Z, and like it could work.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But most of the time, no.
Yeah.
So I actually got totally fucked on this one time. It was a glitch on my phone, and I was in a work group chat, and obviously in professional settings, this is and it wasn't hospitality. This is when I was in medical device sales. So
Oh,
it was
wow.
like, serious corporate
Yeah.
business. And I went to text my coworker on the side to talk shit about one of the guys in the group who was being an idiot. And as I went to send it, the group chat popped up and it went from my private text with him into
like,
the group chat.
That's happened to me.
It was not my fault. I do not know, but I luckily was able to recover, but it was still everyone like kind of knew. But I was like, after that, I was so careful. And like, I definitely once responded back, just being in sales for as many years as I was, with a customer on like kind of talking shit. But again, I was able to recover from it.
Oh my God, that could be terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Like forwarding an email being like, Tammy, you're such a fucking bitch, but you just email her.
Oh
like,
God.
Terrible. Like you can't recover. Sometimes I'm like, I literally need to like change my name, my social security, like leave the country. Like I get so embarrassed that like I'm like, I just want to be dead.
I think sometimes you have to own it. Like specifically in this, girls, first of all, calling in sick, you're allowed to call in sick if you're going through a traumatic breakup. That's ridiculous if someone can't understand that. But I would just own it. Be like, yeah, he's a dick. This wasn't for you. Sorry. This is for my friend.
Yeah. And also like, even if it's your manager's like friends with him, like it's not even that bad. Like I would send that to any of my friends and I'm sure he laughed. So it's not that embarrassing.
It could be worse.
It
Trust me, on my
worse.
end, I've done some really bad ones. That's not even that bad.
I'm worried about you.
I am too.
Stop texting.
No, I again won't send screenshots anymore because I'm like
It's too risky.
It's too risky.
You can't. Yeah.
Bring back carrier pigeons for you specifically.
Well, now you can unsend, which is good, but it just depends if you catch it quick enough and if they don't see it.
Or if no, because if their thing's not updated and they use text on their computer, you can't unsend it.
Fun fact. Aram, who's not here today, he is our assistant. He's like, we're obsessed with him. And we have, so basically Aram is one of our employees and we have our COO, Jason, who's like an older guy, I would say. And he has a family with kids and
I was about to be like, is he hot? Never mind.
Some might think so. And Aram has another friend who owns Tenants of the Trees named Jason. And he, one night at like 12:51 a.m., he texted Jason with his friend Mike in a group chat being like, Daddy, the gays are coming to our COO, Jason, at 1 a.m. And he was like humiliated. And like, he has a great sense of humor, Jason, our COO, but like, in any other work setting, like if I had like, I'm trying to put myself in that situation, like texting your boss who's like super serious, like
on a
Daddy,
corporate
the gays
level,
are coming.
I couldn't. Like on a super corporate level, I would.
Did he respond back?
He said,
Was he like, where?
Like, especially at like 1 a.m. Like Jason's like, you're coming to my house. Like I live in Santa Barbara.
Stassi's mom, when I meant to text you before, you could like pin conversations like at the top because they spell their names the same way. So if I just wasn't really careful about it.
And it's a unique. I spell my name Dayna, Dayna.
Yeah.
So it's and she's that's not common to have a Y in it. So, ooh.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you told her?
No. It was nothing. It was nothing crazy. But like I would go like send her something. She'd be like, "That sounds fun," and I was like, "Oh, wrong person." Sorry.
And then you realize, you're talking to the wrong person the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It could always be worse. Just remember that.
This is a universal experience.
Yeah.
This is girlhood. Everyone's done it. It's okay.
Totally is.
Should I go?
Yeah.
For over 2 months, this guy and I were snapping literally all day, every day. I hate Snapchat personally.
I don't have it because
Dude,
I'm a grown
I'm
adult.
always amazed that that's still a thing when people are talking about Snapchat. I'm like, people are still using Snapchat.
Yeah,
I think I
think
used it
it's a
for
college
6
thing.
months, like when it
Yeah.
first came out, and
I
then
mean,
I was
maybe
like,
if you're single, sure, but I feel like it's like not good.
I know. I thought we all moved on from it in 2017. I thought we all
No.
collectively decided we were done with it, and now people are like Snap scores, and I'm like, am I that fucking old?
It's-
Maybe I just am.
Like I talked to my little brother. He's 23, and like he literally is like, all of my friends still snap. Like you just send pictures of yourself like randomly doing things, and then all they do is like text on Snapchat.
Or now, if like girls don't want to, I guess, give their number, they give their
Snap.
account.
It's
But I
a
don't
very
like
normal
that.
thing for the
and
young
also
crowd.
I think it's like a way people cheat too.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I think it was
Absolutely.
made to cheat, like for people to cheat with, right?
Agreed.
Disappearing pictures.
I bet your ex that called you Wilhelm has a Snapchat. I bet he has a high Snapchat score
I'm sure
too.
he does.
Wilhelm.
If a guy in his 30s still had Snapchat,
Red
Run.
flag.
Ooh.
Run.
Run
Mm-mm.
fast.
Fucking weird.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wow. No, it's all good. We had the BFF heart and everything, so they were like top
Okay.
snappers. I'm talking the second we woke up to right before bed, but it wasn't just dumb selfies. We were actually talking. He'd tell me stuff about random little things in his day, stories, his family, like really casual stuff. He remembered every tiny detail that I ever told him, and he'd bring up the most random funny ways of, I don't know what that meant, but okay, he even gave me a nickname. We had this super sarcastic back and forth that turned kind of into flirty banter. Like we'd constantly say, "You're the worst," or "I hate you," but it was obviously a way of flirting. Okay.
I've been there actually. I had a relationship like that once.
Um, I'm not super experienced with guys and tend to be a little bit reserved, but with him, it just felt easy. I genuinely looked forward to talking to him every day. But I feel like if you're like, it's easy for you to talk online, I think that that's also like a downfall too.
What do you mean?
Like, for instance, she's like, we talked every day on Snapchat, but like they didn't meet up in person. And she's like, I'm normally a shy person, but with him, it felt really easy. And there's a reason why it felt that easy if it was through
He's
Snapchat.
doing it with 15 other women.
Because it's already like a sneaky app.
Yeah, agreed.
I think.
Dateline comes to mind also.
Yeah.
Little To Catch a Predator or something, but you know.
I started to catch feelings, and honestly, I felt like he did too. Then came this one night, we were both with our own friends at different bars. He left his friends to come and see me for a bit and then went back to his group. But the whole time we were texting like usual. He kept asking me to come to the bar that he was at, and I told him I didn't want to walk there alone. So what does he do? He comes back to my bar to get me, and I leave my friends, and we bar hop together for a while. I was genuinely like, okay, maybe this is something. So I go back to my friends after, and we're still texting like nothing changed. He then hits me with this later. I can't wait for my girl to come back from her trip in a few days. Like,
so he sends that to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes like, what?
Accidentally again.
For over 2 straight months, I'm thinking that we've been building something that seems real. All those late night combos, him leaving his friends to come find me, remembering every little thing about me. And this whole time there's a girl. He starts going on about how she's the best and how they're going to get married. I didn't respond. I had no words. And the worst part, I miss talking to him every day. And I miss talking to him the next day. Like, the kind of connection doesn't happen easily for me. And it's just wild to realize that it wasn't even thought of in the big picture for him. And he was using me for attention. I haven't talked to him since and don't plan on it.
Okay.
So sad.
Is this me being sexist, or like I feel like women don't do stuff like that? Do they?
They don't.
Like,
I think it's very rare.
Well, because I see girls being more of like emotional cheaters than I do of like a physical cheater.
But like I just feel like this guy, like so many other dudes, like are consistently like texting with other women or snapping with other women. I never had any friends really that were doing that with a bunch of guys or like playing a bunch of guys. Maybe my friend group was just like really loyal. I don't know.
I think it's fair to say it's like an exception rule situation. It's, of course, there are women out there who do that too, but yeah, is it more often men doing shitty weird things like that? Yeah, probably.
But guys also, I feel like, don't give that type of attention unless if they do want something more.
Right.
And I don't mean that. That's just kind of like my own stereotype of experiences. So I feel like the girlfriend part, like if my husband was Snapchat messaging with a girl and they were talking or whatever casually, however your day is, however it's going, you're sarcastically making jokes, he goes to a bar, comes and gets you to come back to the bar with his friends.
You have a
I feel
great
like
night
that's
together.
weird.
Of course it's weird.
I think he was just, I mean, I hate to say this, but he was just trying to sleep with you. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like,
I have horror stories of this happening to me with different men.
Yeah.
And again, the shit I put up with before I got into my 30s, like, it's actually wild to look back on. And yeah, there were people who were making me feel like we were in a full-on relationship, but we weren't defining it. And I thought it was just like go with the flow, whatever.
Yeah.
And then found out they had someone else entirely, or were just they liked I was fun and they liked sleeping with me, but that was where the buck stopped.
Yeah,
And
like
so,
I know he's not telling his girlfriend, oh, I have a new best friend that's a girl that
No.
I just hung out with and who I've
No.
been snap talking with all the time.
but if they're both situationships, like let's say his girl that he was talking about is like just another situationship and not a full-blown relationship, at what point, like in the talking stages with somebody, do you feel like you need to let them know that you're also talking with somebody else, or do you feel like he even owed it to her?
I think it should just be
Tell her?
assumed, because it's better to assume that they are than to assume that they aren't.
That's how I
That's
feel
true.
too.
Regardless. And I just think if you want to know, ask, but prepare yourself, because I think we were talking about this, that hookup culture is ruined, like
Please-
dating and everything.
Yeah.
do me a favor. I don't know your guys' demographics. I'm guessing it's a lot of ladies. Please just promise me you'll never do this. Never ask another person, what are we? If you want to know, you need to go into it and respect yourself and say, hey, this is where I feel like we are in our relationship. I wanted to know where you stand.
Totally.
This is
completely
what I
agree.
want. This is who I am. The whole that, do not ever ask someone, what are we?
Yeah, don't
It's-
ask.
it's
but
a mutual
also,
decision.
But do communicate and ask questions.
Yeah.
If you want to, like, before you get yourself in too deep, because I think that's where the breakdown in 90% of relationships happen, is communication. That people just don't have effective or productive communication. So like, you're just assuming that they're not, and you're building this great connection, but like they could be also exploring other people too,
Yeah.
and that's fine. Because
Yeah.
Until you establish the relationship, assume that everyone's single and
Yeah.
But
talking
also
to
in
other people.
productive relationships too, it's okay, or like in building that connection, it's okay to also say like, I have relationship goals in the future. Like I do want certain things in the future. I do want an established relationship.
I think it's good to
At some point in
establish
my life.
what your kind of intentions are.
Yeah,
and your
don't try
goals
and
are.
be the cool girl.
Yeah.
Don't.
yeah, you don't need
that's
to be the cool girl.
No, if you're dating to get into a relationship, establish that.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, I'm cool with whatever if that's ultimately not how you feel, because you know that eventually there's going to come a turning point. So I think letting people know like that's sort of like, I'm dating to get into a relationship.
Yeah, you'll hurt your own feelings that way too.
Yeah.
Well, also, I think that part of how hookup culture we've gotten to where we are, and we're talking about men and women dating specifically, but it's like women have put men on a pedestal, and I am so guilty of this. My life, I cannot tell you how much it improved when I decentered men. And it's part of a design of the patriarchy, not to get to how I get,
No,
but
go
like
there.
it's
Yeah.
a design of it. So
is.
we're taught that like men are the prize and this is what you need and whatever. And it's like, you need to take it down a notch. You are also the prize, and you need to stop treating it like the Hunger Games in dating. Like, and I understand it's like the scarcity mindset and whatever, but these men are not as special as you think they are.
I
I
agree.
can't tell you how many unspecial men that I have allowed to make me feel sad that I now giggle about.
I think
Yes.
that even like
Same.
not
I have a
on,
nice
like,
chuckle.
Same.
in a work like aspect of things too. Like there's been so many situations where Lee and I'll go into a meeting and it'll have like some guy that's the COO and he just thinks that he's holier than thou type of thing. So he'll almost like talk down to us
Yeah.
just because we're younger or like we look the way that we do.
Right.
I
It's
feel like women,
intimidating.
like there is like a patriarchy where like men have just been put on this pedestal where you're supposed to just be like,
look up to them. They make the rules. Like that's how we like learn. Like that's how I grew up, at least. And it wasn't even my parents' fault or anyone. It was just like everything around.
It was in
me.
movies.
It was
in
It was
movies.
in culture.
breaking
society.
that
Yes.
boundary mindset is so hard and like it does take time. Like I didn't learn that until I think I was like 27ish.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like going back to Dana, what you just said. What you just said is such a good lesson for all the girls who, like, especially who are younger, to hear, because when you are young, it is really hard to like speak up and like say what you want. I think for me, at least, like that type of confidence to communicate what I want came with age and like getting a little bit older. Because in college, I was her, you know. So it's hard, but at the same time, like.
You were William.
I was William. Yeah, exactly. It happens to everybody, but it's hard, and especially in the hookup culture. I mean, I'm not in it now, but like I can only imagine, like especially like if you are just like bopping around town and hooking up casually, then to all of a sudden be like,
Like if this
Are we
this
gonna
happened
date?
to me now, I would respond back and be like, "Your girl, we've been talking for a while. I'm just kind of confused. Like, what's going on?" Or,
yeah,
you know, I just thought that this was gonna like lead down the road somewhere, and it's okay to say that.
yeah,
Also, male loneliness epidemic. Suck my dick, first of all. Second of all, if all single women linked arms and decided they were no longer going to put up with this atrocious behavior, hookup culture would be snuffed out.
100%.
That's so
because here's the thing:
true.
you can't go into it saying how you feel and what you want, expecting an outcome. Because if they don't want that, then great. It's better you know that now. But if it doesn't work out, then you are freed up for something that will. I'm sorry,
Yes.
you
So
trying
true.
so hard to put a square peg in a round hole so many times, and we shouldn't. You should be worrying about other things. I'm like,
Worry about
no.
other holes.
Also, I think the other bit to take away from that, the lesson there too, is that maybe getting to know someone just via Snapchat isn't the move.
and then drunk at a bar.
Yeah, I think being that, you know, kind of setting precedent of like having this sort of like pen pal relationship with someone,
Agreed.
it just creates all kinds of false intimacy. So like, not saying that what you felt wasn't real, but consider that it maybe wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men used to write great letters and go to war, and now they just cry online about women having jobs. Like I'm like, and like female suffrage. Like again, suck my
They
dick.
just do like
Yeah.
the bare minimum, like trying to just get to know someone through Snapchat, not even
I know.
text.
I'm-
Snapchat?
I had someone. So I'm currently on dating apps. I date both men and women, and but I haven't dated a guy in a while. There was one guy that I was vibing with, so I was like, okay, like maybe I'll see this person. We have this like really long, like there was like text chemistry happening. So I was like, okay, I haven't felt this one in a while. Like this is exciting, and he was hot. So I was like, he was like, okay, I will text you tomorrow, and we will all come up, you know, with send options for a plan to go on a date. And I was like, great. The next day rolls around, I don't hear from him, and I was like, see you, bye. I just don't even care. 9 o'clock, he texts me and he goes, sorry, I never texted you today. I've had a lot going on.
Oh my God, I hate that.
But doesn't say anything else. And so I kind of trolled him.
I would
just,
too.
I know, I just talked shit to him. I was just like, I don't care. This is so, the lack of effort. Then 5 days later, he texts me, he goes, let's kick it this week.
oh,
That's all he said, and I didn't respond, and I unmatched with him, and I was like,
Good.
we're done here.
Men are such
Babe,
simple-minded
I'm like the
creatures,
way the
truly.
lack of effort, especially after dating women who it's like the men's best effort is literally like a woman's bare minimum.
Yeah.
So it's really crazy to see. But even that is an example of like when I was 30 because he was hot, or in my 20s, I'd been like, okay, yeah, let's
Yeah,
kick it. And
yeah.
this time I was just like, bink.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I love that. Honestly, it's so true. Like, I used to like wait around for guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd be like, oh, he hasn't texted me yet today, and then he'd finally text me at like 8, and he'd be like, hey, how was your day? And I'd be like, it was great. Like, I was so excited, but like, it was just not.
If a
worth your
person wants to make
time.
the bare minimum effort, they can at least hit you back in the morning and be like, yo, like, I'm so sorry, my day, it's getting like, I'm getting caught and it's getting like, I'm getting carried away.
Yeah.
And let me hit you back later tonight and we can figure something out for the following day. Like, my bad. Like, that would have been way different.
Yeah, exactly. Even just like checking and being like, hey, I just met this person, so I don't need the moon. But if you tell me you're going to do something and then you don't do it, but you still text me, but you don't move the ball.
Yeah.
Or
It's like, what does that do for you?
What are we doing here? I could be
Yeah.
doing other things than even having this fucking conversation.
It's
So-
also
I
just
hate
rude
guys.
for your time.
It
Like, for
is.
your own
Like, and
personal
you
time.
expect
It's
you're
your
not
favorite.
busy too. Like, I don't know. I just hate.
also, I know that the single gals out there will feel this. Then another person who I binked, it was a guy, didn't ask questions back. There was no reciprocity,
heard so
and
many
I'm
stories
just
about
like,
this.
it's so kooky to me. So I think that we need to all be expecting more, and
Yeah.
the more women that do that, the more this problem will get solved.
That happened to me. I went on a riot date once and the guy like only talked about himself up until like we had ordered appetizers, like the rest of the food was coming, and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom, and I just left.
Ooh, good for you.
I love
My dream
that.
date. I've never been able to do it, but there's been so many times that I wanted to.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, ew. Like, and I blocked
Yeah.
him on everything. It was just like, I'm out.
I love that.
Good for you.
That was like towards the end dating period, by the way.
All right. I'm gonna hop into this last story. This one's a little weird. So it starts. Hi, absolutely love the podcast and brand and everything it stands for. I'm submitting the story on behalf of a friend. Back in September, my friend, we will call her Anna in the story, started talking to this guy who we will call Ryan. Anna really liked Ryan, and they were starting to get pretty serious. Ryan seemed like a big family man, and Anna really liked that. When Ryan's cousin was getting married, he asked Anna to be his +1 to their wedding, and that's when things got weird. Ryan always talked about his sister and his parents, so Anna was really excited to meet them at the wedding. The wedding was out of state, so Ryan and Anna had to book a hotel room to stay at the venue where the wedding was. At the rehearsal dinner, Anna got to meet a lot of Ryan's extended family and thought everyone was super nice, and that's when she met Megan, Ryan's little sister. When Megan saw Ryan, she jumped on him and wrapped her legs around his waist. Megan played soccer in college out of state, so Ryan had not seen her in a while. When Ryan introduced Anna to his sister, things got really weird. Megan didn't really look at Anna, and instead, she just spoke directly to Ryan.
What is he, a sister fucker? What's going on?
Anna brushed it off and didn't think anything of it until she had met his parents. Ryan's dad seemed fine, but it was his mom that was kind of standoffish towards Anna. Anna was picking up some weird mom and sister vibes from Ryan's family.
Oh, no.
So once the rehearsal dinner was over, Anna and Ryan went back to their hotel room, and that's when Megan, Ryan's little sister, knocked on the door. She barged into the room and said she needed a place to stay and demanded that she sleep with Ryan in the same bed and Anna sleep on the pull-out couch. Sorry. I don't mean to laugh.
What on
I'm
earth?
sorry. Ryan didn't argue, and Anna felt extremely weird but didn't want to say anything to Megan. So Anna slept on the pull-out couch while Megan and Ryan shared the bed. In the morning, when Anna woke up, she noticed that Megan and Ryan were spooning. Anna immediately texted me, her friend, so this friend who's writing in about this, and explained what was going on. I told her that was a huge red flag and not normal at all.
I would glitch. Also, like, nobody wants to touch their siblings, like, at all. Like, I, like, love my sisters, love you guys, but, like, fuck. I barely can
No,
share a
that's
bed with you
fucking
guys.
Whenever I'm
weird.
staying with her, I share a bed, and she does this to piss me off. She'll like subtly try and touch her toe to my toe because I literally kick her so hard. I'm like, stay on your fucking side. I love her. She's my best friend. I'm like, no.
No, I love my sisters too, but I'm building a bridge.
Yeah,
Like,
no, we're not
I've
doing
never
that.
spooned with
It's
my
so
brothers.
crazy.
Yeah, me either. I was about to say.
Never.
Like, I barely hug
Joey?
my brother.
That's so crazy to think of. That's so
Yeah.
great too. If I walked in and you were spooning Rocky or Joey, I would literally call the police.
like you like glitch.
No, like I literally barely hug my brother when I see him. I get home and he's like, "Hi," and then we're like,
yeah,
and then we like don't touch for the rest of the time. Like that's fucking strange. So anyway, she says, unfortunately, she had to stay for the wedding and said that Megan and Ryan slow danced together, and so did him and his mom. Ryan never pulled Anna in for a slow dance. Megan made passive-aggressive comments to Anna the whole weekend and refused to let go of Ryan's hand the whole time during the wedding. She even winked at Anna during the ceremony. Long story short, Anna and Ryan are not together anymore, and Ryan is definitely banging his sister, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Is it actually his sister?
Yeah.
Is it like his stepsister?
No, there's nothing in here about step. It seems like real, like, bloodline.
So sister fucker.
Yeah.
Even step, we talked about this before, but we were all as a society moved too quickly through the Clueless storyline of that she falls in love with her stepbrother. Like, I love that movie, but I'm like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't think that
this
as
is
much.
very
If you guys just met, right? Like you just met at an older age and I don't know, you click. Look, couldn't be me, obviously, but like I'm not judging.
Freud would have a lot to say about this.
Yeah.
This is fucking weird. I don't know if they're fucking, but I think even the spooning, like literally picturing you spooning I don't even think I've seen you hug your brothers. Like, that's so weird.
I think that like something bizarre is going on with the family, and I do agree that he's banging his sister because spooning your like
brother
I can't even
fucker.
First of all, me and my brother wouldn't even sleep in the same bed. Like I would be like sleep on the floor, and I don't care if you don't even have a pillow. Like I'm not sharing a bed with you.
Also,
it's weird.
like if I was at a wedding with my sister and her boyfriend, I would be like, ew, you guys take the bed. I'm going to go take the couch. Sorry, guys.
I would
Like,
want to sleep in the same room as them. I'm like,
I'd
that's-
rather sleep in my parents' room.
If I had to, I would, but I
Same.
would sleep on the pull-out couch.
Yeah.
That's so any couple of any, and you're the third wheel, which I have been quite a few times in my life. I'm never like, let me just scooch on in here with you guys. Like you take the L and you sleep on the couch or the pull-out bed
Yes.
or whatever.
I wouldn't even do that with you and Kevin in the bed as a
No.
joke. Like I would be like, ugh.
Although one time I did sleep in a bed with you and your boyfriend. It was
but-
Coachella.
yeah, that's fair.
We were on drugs. It was
Yeah, we
fine.
were on so many drugs.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not saying there aren't nuances to the situation. Yeah, 100%. Have I done that?
Facts.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
forgot about that.
But-
Yeah.
No, but I agree. We've talked about the stepbrother and like stepsister thing before. We're like, where do you draw the line, and like how weird is it? Like, because one girl wrote in a story about her like situationship bragging at like a tailgate that he fucked his stepsister multiple times in like the house that he lived in growing up.
Also, I don't want to plant my flag in a family that all want to fuck each other. Like,
No.
there's nothing worse, especially when boy moms, when the mom is like, my sexy little son,
I
I would
can't
date you if
stand
it,
it.
blah, blah, or the leader of this fucking country being like, my daughter, I'd be dating her. I'm like, that is fucking weird.
Like it's
Yeah.
gross.
Those
so
kind of families are
gross.
weirdly possessive over each other, and I feel
Agreed.
like there's always going to be contention between that dynamic.
Yes.
So why put yourself in the middle of that little force?
I just wouldn't be able to like not say anything for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Neither.
It would be really hard to like hold my tongue.
Also, the mom not
Yeah.
acknowledging her either. Isn't there something about the mom just being rude to her, kind of?
Yeah,
I just like the mom playing a role in it all also makes me sick.
I know.
Have
It
you guys
really
ever
sucks.
seen the Instagram account Siblings Are Dating?
Yes, I
Yes.
was just looking at this morning. Most of them are all dating. I'm like looking for a sibling one, but
Oh, I've seen siblings on there.
You
And
have?
you're like,
it's
That's
really
interesting.
crazy. It is really crazy. I think that he wants to date his sister though. That's fucking nuts.
I also think it's less weird for some reason if it's like two sisters that are like hanging out and they're like more so chilling. But I feel like even in that bestie relationship with your sister, you're not having the significant other in the bed or vice versa. Like, I don't know.
no, it's, I mean, again, I could not be closer to my sister, best friend, like talk 5 times a day. And that is weird.
yeah, it's fucking bizarre.
I hate it.
Were you already working? You were working at SIR before you got approached to go on the show, or how did you get on it?
That was all fake.
Oh,
that
wow.
was the way to work me into the show, because I was on an episode, Hose in the Hotel Room. I don't even know what the episode is called, but I was one of the hosts. I was one of the hosts in the hotel room for season 7, but I was working in a corporate job.
Okay.
And I randomly, I'd lived in LA for 2 weeks, had no plans on being in TV or especially reality TV. Ended up on that episode. I was really scared that I was going to lose my job over it. And then months later, production reached out to me and they're like, hey, we're editing this episode. Like, who are you? You're funny. And we're just wondering, like, would you ever consider this? And at the time I was doing stand up just for fun, like in my free time. So I was like, sure, fuck it. I've only ever been in the corporate world. Why don't I take this chance? And then they had me come in for an interview. Bravo wanted to cast me. But they were like, we need to fit you into this world. So they had me start working
Got
at
it.
TomTom first, actually, and then
Oh yeah,
at SIR to be on the show.
I feel
And then
like you'd crush in the stand-up world.
She does. I watched your season, and I think they filmed part of it. They filmed you, and you're fucking funny in real life too. But like, I'm sure you would crush, and you do crush.
I know you've thought about.
You
I
should
know
bring it
it's
back.
COVID happened and I quit, and I had already, like, I just have bad anxiety, and it was hard for me to do, like, to get up there. But then once I was fine, and I
Yeah.
just keep saying, and now I don't know. I feel like we get to do a little bit of just in like talking
Yeah.
shit
You got
together
your
on a
little
podcast.
bits.
So yeah, but who knows? Maybe one day.
It must be. I could never. So like I like respect you so much because like I could never go on stage and talk for 20 minutes straight and like crack jokes. If people didn't laugh, I would literally like it would hurt my ego.
Would be
5 minutes is too
It's
long.
when you have an audience, you can do the same material for 3 different nights and you'll have 3 different reactions. When people are not feeling you, it's the worst, like longest minutes of your fucking life.
I'm sure. Oh my God. No, I could never do it.
Well, I would go in and I'd laugh even if it wasn't funny, just so that I'd give you the support that you need.
Thank you.
Oh,
We
you're
need
so
more audience
welcome.
members like you.
I thought you were going to say I'd go and I'd laugh at my own jokes on
Oh,
stage.
no. I would probably in nervousness.
Same. Well, what's next for you guys? Anything fun and exciting coming up?
I have a dentist appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, not for lack of sounding like a loser.
We have some very exciting guests coming up.
Yay.
Yeah.
Not including but limited to you guys. That was
So
great.
excited.
We have a couple more that we're really, really excited about. So just podcast.
I'm gonna be tuning in.
Doing the
Everyone
same
has to
thing.
listen to their Disrespectfully pod. It was
Yeah.
such a fun show, and I like feel like you guys are just fucking crushing it. And I'm honored that you guys even asked us to come on.
No, I mean, I always have, like I've already said before, I had so much fun, and like conversation's always hilarious and flows. So I was like, you guys got to come on.
We need to do dinner. Another
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah.
The 4 of us.
Absolutely.
Girls' night
Let me
out.
know when.
Now that I have I'm wearing this is my first Boys Lie merch.
I cannot believe
wearing
it.
it.
It's still criminal to
She's-
me.
You're
And I've
gonna
been
have a whole
shopping their
closet.
office, and I'm gonna keep going after we're done with this. So I was like, that's definitely a first. I've never done someone's podcast, and they offered me clothing. I was like, I would do so many more if that was an option.
Come back whenever. I mean, we have a
Great.
whole closet right here.
Seriously. Jump in a campaign. We will,
Yeah.
just don't charge us $20K per person.
Oh
We
my
can't
God,
afford.
are you kidding? Disrespectfully, you get the
Wait,
fucking
that'd be fun.
disrespectfully by Boys Lie.
We love that.
Fucking
should
name
talk.
the time and the place.
Okay, let's talk
Perfect.
after.
Down,
Yeah, absolutely.
obviously.
All
On
right.
that note,
We love you guys. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Love you. Thanks for having us. I hope your audience doesn't hate us.
They will.
They definitely
Specifically,
don't.
but-
Love you.
Okay, I love you.
buckle up.
Enjoy the ride.
Remember
Bye.
that. Boys lie. And moms do too.
Boys lie. Boys lie.
Boys lie.
Boys lie, y'all.
Boys lie.
Them boys, they be lying.
Boys lie.